Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. This is my 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I know what you're probably thinking. Do you even make videos anymore, bro?
Shouldn't you made this video like years ago?
Yeah, I probably should have. But you see, with a computer this expensive, and also as a video maker in the field, I really wanted to put this thing through its paces and test its full potential. So without further ado, let's talk about that. Oh, fuck, that was quick. Basically, one of the most important things with a computer like this is for the ability for it to live limitlessly within your life. But it also has to exist while you're on the go. A Portable Pro Powerhouse. Spitting bars out here. So let's talk about battery, storage, and basic on-the-go accessories. All the things that are really important to me when I'm on the go. So battery life, what does that really look like? Well, everything is great with the exception of editing videos on Final Cut Pro, as to be expected. So basic writing needs, coloring some photos on Lightroom, leaving a shitty Yelp review, it handles all of that and then some with easily a day of battery life. So I can't really think of a specific number, to be completely honest with you, mostly because it just shifts so much based on the task, especially, as I mentioned before, when you throw in Final Cut Pro into the mix and you're editing that really heavy red footage. That was a tongue twister. This thing will either last you a day and a half or 20 seconds. There's really no in between. But again, for basic general writing and general computer needs, it's great. It lasts a long time. I think what's funny is Apple fit in the largest battery cell they possibly could that you can legally travel with as a carry-on. So that said, there's really only so much they can really do now in terms of battery performance besides just keep on the optimized train. And I mean, obviously that falls apart when you start to get to red footage and all of those variables. So they're doing their best. But that leads into the next thing, which is storage. I opted for 4 terabytes on my machine. You can get up to 8 if you're really that daring or have some extra money burning a hole in your wallet. But 4 terabytes is really kind of the sweet spot for me, especially mixing that with the T5s. It's kind of a great storage option. I can easily keep 2 running projects concurrently on the same machine at least. And that's great, just in terms of being able to stop on one, go on another, and vice versa. Now on that note, what else am I carrying in my bag? Well, for one, I have my red mini mag reader. Allows me to connect my mini mag to my computer for footage. I also have just the standard brick and cable for power, some underwear that is not part of this, and also an SD card slot connected to the USB-C. I meant to do that. Now also, finally, just in the name of being portable and small, I also have my AirPod Pros, which it's not the most one-to-one connection with my laptop, but for what I do, it works and it's really portable, the name of the game. Now, even in the vein of not having the most one-to-one connection, I can almost always rely on the built-in speakers on this machine that sound truly incredible.
Hi! Do you ever fear that you're inadequate? Like, your friends hate you. Like, your sex life is going down the tubes, like the little piece of shit that you are.
Makeup? Fluffer?
Fluffer.
Fluffy? Fluffy boy?
Fluffy. Like, your friends fucking hate you. Well, same, but also, have you heard of D-Brand? Make your mommy proud for once in your life. Buy a goddamn D-Brand skin. Your mom will love all the new shades of our American fuck. My mom doesn't like me. She threw me out of the house years ago. I'm a sinner because my fucking skins. I want you to buy a D-Brand skin. Not just because, shut the fuck up. Not just because D-Brand is paying me, but because I love you. See, I'm so confident that you'll love a good D-Brand skin. Shut up! That if you buy right now using the link in the description, D-Brand will tack on $5 extra to your order. I can't do it! I love you. I hope you know that.
So carrying on to the topic of improvements, overall things that have improved on this generation, besides just speaker, which is a sizable update, might I add, let's also talk about keyboard. Now, I'm one of the very few people that actually did not experience any of the issues from the 2016 or years since then, those keyboards. I had issues with literally everything else. That was not one of them. But the fact is, the keyboard has significantly improved. It's a lot more clicky, has a lot more key travel. You probably won't get the errant crumb in between the actual key and the chassis to make some weird typos. But moving on from keyboard, let's also talk about the next thing, which I don't know what's the next thing. But moving on to the next thing, the touch bar. The touch bar is a terrible, nonsensical, absolutely horrendous waste of space. It is still largely exactly the fucking same. You see, I touched on this in Big Sur, but I feel like a lot of the features and design improvements of Big Sur have just rendered the touch bar redundant in so many ways. But the fact is, if I saw improvement over the past 4 years, if I saw a general sense of direction with this feature, I'd feel a lot better about it, but largely it still remains exactly the same. And that's not really helping my productivity or just general use with this product. Now, while I have you, the screen is good. The screen is bigger, it's really bright, it's really colorful, and it looks great. The screen is good. But mainly, it's just the speakers for me. Like, the update is just so huge with those speakers, it makes listening to things on this computer, editing off of this computer, just a true pleasure. You see, Apple seems to be focusing on the small things, actually listening to us for once, which is such an un-Apple thing to do. And it really shows here, with the exception of the touch bar. But that doesn't help my narrative. Okay. Cut and cut.
Cut and cut, Jesus.
So, let's talk about one of the most important things, at least personally speaking, for me, editing performance. Now, this is something that I've really struggled with previous iterations of this computer in years prior. The fact that I've honestly never been able to pull off the tasks that I've had to pull off with this portable powerhouse computer. And honestly, the reason why I decided to make this video so late in the game is I really wanted to put this device through its paces. I wanted to be absolutely positively sure that this was a product that I'd want to recommend. Because honestly, this product is very important to me. It's largely what started this channel in the first place. Now, truth be told, at the beginning of owning this machine, there were hiccups. There was a rough puberty period for this device. But none of that matters at this point. What matters is that this computer can actually meaningfully edit videos, my videos, in a way that doesn't suck. Now, that's no easy task for a device in this form factor. Largely, most of the time, I'm editing red raw files at an 8:1 compression. Those are hefty files, streams on streams on streams, stacked on top of each other with effects and coloring at boot. So in short, a lot of hefty stuff. I'm putting this device through the paces that I put my desktop iMac Pro through, and this is handling it very, very well. Like, for instance, I just edited a project with 2 3-hour-long streams of 5K footage in a multicam clip down to 45-minute final project. Very rarely did a hiccup. So in short, this thing can handle a lot. It's actually really impressive how much this has improved over previous iterations. Now, mind you, you're gonna wanna be connected to a wall outlet, but it can pull off quite an amazing task. Actually, fun fact, this whole entire video has been edited off of this 16-inch MacBook Pro. I know, you're probably shocked by that casual trope. This whole entire experience has made me very excited to edit projects off of it into the future, which is something that I never would have said in a million years about previous versions of this computer. And that's not just because of the way it handles footage, but the fact that it allows me to maintain my on-the-go lifestyle while not being at the expense of power. So, in short, After those 3 initial months of growing pains, this computer has really pulled through, and that's fantastic. It's a true testament to just how good Apple is at maintaining optimization, but also regularly updating. Oh shit, it's 3 AM. I should probably go tweet something.
Hi. So we have made it to the final chapter. This is the wrap-up, the conclusion, the Friar Lawrence moment. But this is basically the point where I tell you that you should buy this. That was pretty cool. But I think the big impending thing is, like, of course there's M1 versions of this machine on the horizon. As it stands, we have a 13-inch MacBook Pro and a MacBook Air with an M1 chip inside of it. But as of right now, if you want the top-of-the-line 16-inch, this is still that. Now, sure, as it is, most of the applications that I use, like Final Cut Pro, they're optimized for M1. And there's gonna be growing pains with applications, especially like the Adobe suite and what other plugins you have. That's gonna take time to get full support for M1. But if any company can pull off the developer and hardware integration, it's up. So in time, it'll be incredibly, incredibly important for a product of this kind. But as of right now, it's just super promising. But as it stands, being an archaic Intel-based machine, this thing still stands up 110%. And it makes me excited to edit projects off of it into the future, maintaining my on-the-go portable lifestyle, as I emphasized before. But there it is. That's your perspective from a video creator on the 16-inch top-of-the-line MacBook Pro. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I'm gonna go continue to edit the rest of this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. This is my 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I know what you're probably thinking. Do you even make videos anymore, bro? Hello, thank you for watching this video. This has been a little bit of a different one, if I may say so myself, experimental, if you will, if you dare to use the E word. But regardless, thank you for watching, because you allow us to do this, be explorative. So that said, Jacob Wolos, how you doing? How you feeling about this project and everything in its entirety?
I'm feeling pretty good. I want to start also just by reiterating what Brandon said. I want to thank you for watching us and watching Brandon, watching some of the weirder stuff that we explore. To go off topic for a second, I feel like this video embodies, I think, all the work that we've been putting in on the after show and on this channel and in our community and in live streams over the last year. So I'm really proud of it. I think you are too.
Likewise, yeah.
And I hope that you are as well. I hope that you're happy with the direction that we're taking this.
But also, Jacob Wolos has his own thing. He's an artist in his own respect outside of the walls of this 21:9 aspect ratio.
Or 1:1.
1:1. But Jacob, what exciting things do you have going on in your life right now?
So I just released an album in September. It's called Passenger. You can go listen to it on Bandcamp and SoundCloud and YouTube.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
And at the same exact time, I released my own Patreon, and that's sort of like a partner project to the music and me as a musician. Helps to keep a roof over my head, helps to fund my projects, and exploring further in the music realm. And it allows for a smaller sort of micro community for anybody interested in music making, art making, storytelling, that sort of thing. Some of the things that I share over there are an exclusive Discord channel within our community, a newsletter that's sort of also experimental, very, very playful and different than, a newsletter you would expect. And I also release a video once per month where I talk about a song off the album, and I sort of go into detail about the storytelling and music making and just put a magnifying glass to it. So I think that's pretty fun for people who are songwriters or interested in the process. It's been really fun for me. I've been doing it for 3 months now.
Now, speaking of, we also have the joint Patreon that hasn't gone anywhere. We also have our after show YouTube channel, which we post pretty much anything and everything that doesn't necessarily have a home on this channel, but very much lives peacefully on that channel, as well as a public Discord, which is also a very fun time. I think that's about it. I think that's the wrap up. I feel like this is our yearly, hey, this is what's up.
Yeah.
But again, thank you
for watching these videos from here till the end of the earth. We love you all, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.
Yes.
Anyways.
And in the Discord.
Hell yeah. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Sweet.
Cool. That's fun.
And cut. My foot is asleep.
That's why I didn't put my leg up.